Can't go, we haven't got a judge. I'm here.
Just walk him in.
Sorry for the delay, people. I just need the policeman to come and get in his place. I can't do the court without my policeman. Oh,
Just show where he's judge.
she's not coming.
What?
Where's Michelle?
I keep rubbish him.
Michelle, if you don't come, I'm going to have to get a new assistant. And who would that be, Judge? I don't know, maybe Daisy Duck. Maybe she could do it. What do you think, Michelle? I think this is my job, Judge, and nobody else is going to pinch my job. I'm on my way, I'm coming.
Is she?
Oh, now she's going back. The judge is getting very impatient.
Why?
He's not happy because we're going to be late starting. And he doesn't want to be late. Michelle, what are you doing? Right, get me Daisy Duck. She can be my assistant for today.
Why?
Because Michelle's being silly. And I can't wait much longer. Either come and get in your place, Michelle.
I'm here, Judge. I'm in
Right.
the court.
Why is the policeman still missing? Oh,
Come on. How do you find the quiz? I'm still missing.
where is the policeman? What if somebody starts misbehaving and I haven't got my
I'm
policeman?
here, Judge. I was just a bit late. I was stuck in traffic.
Okay. Was there lots of roadworks? Because I'm fed up of seeing them.
Yes, there was roadworks. That's why I'm a bit late today.
Okay.
Do you get to be your assistant? It's what my porter's roadworks. It's what my horse does.
Are we going to get the policeman or what?
Reggie,
Is he coming?
he's going to do some roadworks as well.
Right, well you better get the first case and let's just hope nobody starts causing any bother.
So, who's the quiz that stuck up roadworks, do you think?
Maybe.
A builder and a lady.
Okay.
So, lady, what's your problem with this builder?
Well, Judge, I could hear you from where I was waiting, and you're right about the roadworks, Michelle. They're absolutely everywhere you go. No matter which way I go out of my village and try to get round them and avoid them, it's just impossible.
So is it impossible?
It's terrible because they're doing all these roadworks everywhere.
How late do you get to quizzes?
Well, sometimes 10 minutes late and sometimes even later than that. But that's not really my problem. My problem is with this man here. Okay, so what happened? Well, Judge.
So how late was this show today?
A little bit, not long. Maybe 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Judge, we're all stuck in this queue. And then finally, we start to move and we get through the lights. And then what happens? Some more roadworks. And what? We're queuing again. And this man was behind me in the queue. And he kept blowing his horn. Like I could go anywhere. I can only go when the light says green. And he was getting so angry it wasn't real, Judge. Why were you getting angry, Builder? Because I was on my way to a job and we were just stuck in all this traffic and it was driving me mad. And I was getting more upset the later I got. Well, blowing the horn on your van isn't going to help anything, is it?
Is a quiz up here yet?
No. But, George, it made me feel better. Okay. So then what happened, lady? Well, let me tell you, Judge. We got stuck again. And the light was at red. So I had to stop. You're not allowed to move unless it goes green. What happens? This man gets out of his car comes to mine, starts banging on my window, and I just let it down a little tiny bit. I didn't want him to be able to get at me, and he was going balmy. Why didn't you go through those lights? Because they were at red. Yes, people go through them at red when it's been queuing and queuing and queuing, and I would have followed you. Well, I don't want to go through at red because that's breaking the law. And sometimes traffic lights have cameras on them. CCTV. So if you go through at red, the police can get your registration number and come then and they will fine you for going through at red. So no, I'm not going through at red, you horrible angry man.
Just get arrested then. Just clear highway. Would that be good?
What? No, I don't want, because you get points on your licence as well. And I'm a good person.
It's up as good as prison.
The judge says, talking.
No, it's talking.
Let's be quiet and listen what the lady has to say.
There's a bill law. The law says you can go for a red light.
No, the law does not say that at all. Stupid.
There was a Prime Minister said it.
No, well, the Prime Minister tells lies.
It doesn't tell
He
us.
knows that Boris Johnson's absolutely ridiculous.
Well,
He lies about it. Anyway, right, Michelle, tell the builder to be quiet.
The Prime Minister said it.
I don't believe you. Right.
You do believe me.
Listen to me,
It's
builder.
definitely a bill law. Trust me. Say okay, Judge.
No.
Say okay.
No, 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 no,
Say
no.
it, Judge.
I'm going to look it up in the law book.
Say it, Judge. Just
and
say
see.
it.
Okay, it's a new law.
Yes.
But don't ever get out of your car or your van and go banging on people's windows. It's not nice.
No.
Okay.
Okay. What do you say?
Well, I think we just have to dismiss this case, Michelle.
Oh, I'm not happy with
No, I know the lady won't be happy.
Why not?
Because that man was very rude and very ignorant and went banging on her. Oh no, don't hit Michelle. It's not Michelle's fault. Why don't you hit the man who caused all the problems? Judge Rinder jumps in to save Michelle. Get away, lady. Now then, builder. How does that feel, to be on the receiving end of somebody being angry with you? Oh, it's not very nice, Judge. I won't ever do that again.
Why not?
I won't go and get on to people. Right, lady. Stop.
Why stop?
Listen to what the man is saying to you. I'm very sorry. If you carry on, you're going to be the one in trouble, aren't you?
Why?
Just stop. All right.
What does it just say? What does it say?
You said stop.
What's that about?
I don't know. What's happening? Somebody's dropped off a seat. What's the goblin doing? Get on your seat, goblin,
So knock me up,
and
Judge.
behave. Who knocked you off?
Because I'm waiting back, man.
Oh, they were very angry, weren't they?
So would we need a policeman, Judge? When would we need one?
We need him. He should have been in court then, because he could have stopped that lady from hitting everybody.
Could you stop the video?
Yes.
I think we should have Douglas more policeman there to stop her.
That is why I didn't want to start the court today, because the policeman is missing and we need him quickly and desperately.
Well, try hacker goes, well, police have to stop his hacker him. I would hack him.
The policeman would have come in and taken the lady away and stopped her hitting the builder.
And what happened instead?
They just carried on and then they started on Michelle, and that's not good, is it? At least the builder got a bit of his own medicine by getting hit, but that's not the way to do things. You shouldn't be hitting people, it's not nice.
So the quiz have here yet?
No, he's still over here. I don't know what he's doing.
How late is it at the moment?
Very, very.
What do you think about it, Josh?
I think it's disgusting.
What is it?
If the traffic is so bad, then he should put his blue light on and the siren, and then he'd get through the traffic. Because it would be going Nino,
What?
Nino, Nino.
Why should you do it? Oh.
To get here on time.
Lady, I'm the Cougar. So Cougar, what's your problem with this lady?
I seem to be seeing you quite a lot, Pooh Bear. You keep coming in. I'm getting a bit fed up of seeing the same people all the time.
Sorry, Judge, stop coming in. We're going to have a problem, Judge.
And what is your problem today, Pooh? Well, the problem is, sir, this lady has decided to paint all her house bright yellow with great big red spots on.
Really?
Yeah, and can you imagine living in the house across the street and you're looking out of your window and all you can see is a great big yellow house with red spots on? It's a little bit annoying. Nobody else in the street has done anything like this. It's a lovely street, Judge. All the houses look really nice and everybody makes sure all the windows are kept clean. They wash everything, they sweep up, everything's so nice. And then she goes and does this. Okay, lady. So why did you want a yellow house with red spots on? Well, because the street is very boring. Everybody's house looks the same. They've all got white PVC windows and doors. Everybody's got paving on the front so they can park their cars. And then people just put, like, I don't know, a plastic tree, a pretend tree, and hanging baskets that aren't real. And I just find it all a bit boring. Why can't we have some real flowers? And instead of everybody putting block paving everywhere, what about some nice grass? Right, what do you say to that then, Pooh? Well, Judge, if we didn't have the block paving, there'd be nowhere to park the car. And if you park it on the street, it's not a very wide street, you see. And then it makes it really difficult for the other traffic to get through. So people just put block paving at the front and you can put your car out of the way. And what's wrong with artificial trees and flowers? They look lovely all the year round. And they don't make a mess. No leaves drop off or anything. So they just look nice all the time. Okay, lady, so what do you say to that?
What do you say to that?
Well, what I say is it's nice to... Excuse me a moment, lady. Michelle seems to have disappeared.
What?
And I've got Daisy Duke as my assistant.
Who's you see?
Daisy, will you be okay doing this job?
I do think you're okay.
Of course I will, Judge.
Where's Michelle?
I don't know, she's gone for a walk, I think.
You just say.
Well, I'm not very happy about that.
Why not?
Because she's meant to be here, being my assistant.
What is she doing instead?
I don't know. I think there's something wrong with Michelle of late. She seems to be just doing all sorts of strange things. Anyway, we need to get back to this case.
With Daisy.
With Daisy.
The assistant.
The assistant.
Right.
Pooh Bear. I understand it must not be nice looking out at a yellow house. With red dots on, of course. But if this lady owns her own house, I don't really know if there's anything you can do. Hello, Michelle's back.
What?
Michelle, what do you think about this? Whoa, this is getting a bit silly now. I just don't know who my assistant is today.
How is Daisy? How is Michelle? How is Daisy? How is Michelle? Daisy? Michelle? Daisy?
This has to stop.
Daisy? Michelle? Daisy?
If you cannot make up your mind as to who is going to be my assistant, we will have to adjourn the court and not carry on.
And what would you do when?
I'd send everybody home.
And how would you go to tomorrow, Judge?
Well,
Or would you
we can't be doing catch-up all the time. We need to be able to carry on today and finish this case. So will you please stop?
So we need to do it. What can we do then? Not sure we have an assistant.
Just both stand there and be quiet. Thank you.
You'll Google your assistant.
Yes. Thank you. Right, as I was saying, I don't really know if this lady's breaking the law by painting her house yellow. Maybe you could find out from the council if it's allowed. But other than that, I don't know, because they're all your own houses. It's not a council estate. I don't know if they've got any legal right to stop her.
How do you such a council him?
I
do think you could go to soccer hall.
Well, I sort of think, lady, just because you don't like the way the street looks, why did you buy a house on there? You must have liked it when you bought the house. Well, yes, it's a lovely house, Judge, inside. I really love it. I just think the street's a little bit boring. Well, maybe there's another way you can make it look better.
How?
Well, what about if everybody gets some real hanging baskets with real flowers in? Do you think that would make it look a bit better?
So to go to house, what your house looks like outside.
Well, I think you ought to paint it back to the colour it was.
So,
it's not... No, listen.
what colour was it?
What colour was it, please, Paul? Because I've not been on your street. Well, Judge, they're all just sort of a creamy colour that's emulsioned over them, and they look really nice.
I don't want to do a creamy colour. How to take a yellow, she says.
Well,
I love you. I love you.
well, the only thing I can suggest to you, lady, is to go and have a look if there are any streets anywhere that enjoy lots of different coloured houses. And maybe you could buy one there. I don't know why you even bought one if you think all the outside's boring. I might do that, Judge, because I hate that street. And nobody's talking to me now I've painted the house that colour.
Why what?
Because they're all angry with me.
They're all talking to you. Let's just say they are.
Well, I think I'll go and look for somewhere else to live.
Oh, it's okay. Everybody else has got to do a house yellow now. Everybody else has got to yellow.
I don't think they have.
Let's just say a hag.
Okay, let's say they have. Okay, then that's the end of the case.
Okay. Dismissed. Would you like to take her out?
What's happening here? take one each. You don't have to fight over them. Right, Minnie, take Pooh.
Michelle.
Daisy, take the lady. Michelle. I'm just getting all confused with all these Disney characters.
Tell her that. Tell him.
Right, Michelle. You take Pooh Bear. Thank you. Daisy, take the lady. Thank you.
Is it a good tool?
Yes. It's a bit annoying. I think Michelle should just come back.
Why is it a good tool for?
Well, because I don't need two assistants, do I?
Why? What happens if you have two assistants?
Because they're getting in each other's way.
How come?
No, because one doesn't know what the other one's doing. Okay, who have we got now?
The boy with the toilet. So boy, what's your problem? Because toilet.
The problem is, Judge, he keeps flying his plane really, really low, and it's scary. The noise is horrendous, and it sounds like he's going to crash any time, and I'm scared. I don't want to be thinking the plane's going to come down and hit me. Okay, so pilot, why are you doing this? Because it's exciting, Judge. Once I've dropped all the passengers off.
I want to come close to school here. That crane made a big scratch on my house.
Did it?
Yes, it came down so low, it was just scratched the
Okay.
side of my house.
Well, that's not very good, is it? Now let's see what this pilot's got to say. Well, I drop all the passengers off. And then I just love flying around and going really low. And I love to see how close I can get to the roof of the house. Yeah, but that's not very good, is it? No. And
I did he do went to a
the
house.
little boy said, can I just tell you, Judge, what happened to Goofy's house? Yes, you can. Well, because he came that low, Judge, the wing on the plane was obviously lower down, and it scratched all across the house. I saw it, and it made a terrible noise, and it was very, very scary. Yes.
What happened to Goofy's house? What happened to it?
It got scratched. It made a mess of it. It doesn't look very nice. I'll bet he'll have to have the builders in to put it right.
Whose fault was it?
It was the pilot's fault. He's not meant to be flying that low. He's supposed to be high in the sky, out of the way. He's a danger.
What kind of complaints we got?
Yeah, lots.
What's your complaints?
The complaint is the same, Judge. He's flying too low. He's a danger. He's going to end up killing somebody the way he's flying about. Oh, and here's the...
How many people have damaged houses?
a lot.
Look how many.
And the fireman's coming to say something next. What have you got to say, fireman?
Who to go court?
Well, oops, fallen over.
Say or him.
The thing is, Judge, we keep getting called out because of all the damage. Sometimes it bursts pipes and there's water flooding all over. And other times it just makes the house a bit unsafe and we have to put some scaffolding and props up to hold it up. This man is a total menace. He should not be a pilot. He should not be allowed to fly.
Because all complaints
Just
there.
look at all these complaints.
How many is there? Complaining.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
As I just said, how many people are complaining?
Well, there's actually more than 12 because of the fireman and the little boy, so that's 14 people, really.
What did I just say?
And the judge says, right, you pilot, I know you think this is fun but you're damaging people's property, and therefore you can be held responsible. And you might have to pay these people money for all their repairs. And which company do you fly for? EasyJet, right. Well, we're getting on the phone to EasyJet and we're putting in a formal complaint. And I do hope they tell you you're not allowed to fly anymore because you're very dangerous. What? What will I do if I can't be a pilot? Well, I'm not really sure, but you're a bit too dangerous to be there in a plane because you're just flying it too low. And that's the end of it. Michelle, get on the phone to EasyJet straight away. I want them to know all about this pilot.
Oh, she's been at home.
Okay.
What's going on? Who's homing? Who is it?
I've just asked Michelle to phone Daisy. You can take the pilot out of my court, thank you.
Michelle to home Daisy. What? Who do I phone, says Michelle? EasyJet.
Yes.
I can't Daisy do it. I want to do it. I want to do
Oh,
it.
do you know what? Did I say EasyJet? Was it Jet 2? I think it was Jet 2, Michelle.
What did you say, EasyJet?
I don't know.
I hold EasyJet.
I got a bit confused.
I hold EasyJet.
Okay, well you better phone Jet 2 and tell them.
I think it's going to hold EasyJet.
Well, it doesn't matter, just phone Jet 2 and let them know about this silly pilot.
I thought Jet 2 was a good service.
Well, they probably think they are. They don't know this pilot keeps taking off with the plane after he's dropped all the passengers off, do they? They need informing about what's going on.
I'm going to home Jet 2. Oh, I'm going.
Well, I'll tell you what. Now, shush. Michelle phoned the other one so Daisy can phone Jet 2. Woo! Thanks, Judge.
Daisy can phone Jet 2. What's Michelle phoning?
Michelle is going to get rid of that stupid pilot, I hope. Come on, you. Good shot.
Wing. Sorry, we've got to go for a moment. Call back later. What does it just say?
Well, that's unacceptable.
Why?
Because we really need to talk to them. I know. How about we send them an email? And that way they'll get that, because that just goes straight onto the computers. Good idea, Judge, says Michelle. I'll get on it straight away.
Who said that?
Michelle?
Michelle. Oh no.
Right, the little boy needs to go out of the court. All these people need to sit back on their seats. Thank you. The fireman can go and sit back down. Thank you very much for all your help, sir.
So do I do it on my home, Judge? Do I do it on my home?
No, you go to the computer and you say, well, yeah, you can do it on your smartphone. Yeah, you can send an email on there.
Oh no, it's scratched. I forgot to charge it, Judge.
Oh dear. Is your phone okay, Daisy?
It's scratched too.
Right. Get them back on charge and we'll send the email later.
Why later,
Well, because we can't do it now because everybody's phone's flat.
Where did you go, Judge? Got his whole spot.
Right, can everybody take their seats, please? Oh.
Right, Ken. Have you got his arm?
That's it. Let's have everybody back where they belong. Where was that Pluto, not Pluto. Where was that goofy sat? Right at the
So
front.
right, Em, let's not go to a rest case.
No, we need everybody sat down first, Michelle.
Tigger, I'm going to a girl. So, Tigger, what's your problem against the two girl?
My problem with this little girl is this, Judge. She doesn't behave very well. She's very rude and impolite. Oh dear, why? What's she been doing? Well, she thinks it's funny to play practical jokes on you, so she hides things that you're going to need. Oh, like what, Tigger? Well, I have a bicycle outside. I love to go for a ride now and again. And she moved it and hid it. And I was looking everywhere, and all she was doing was giggling. So I knew she had something to do with it. And I said, "Where's my bike gone?" I don't know. Okay, so how do you know it was this little girl? Well, I went back inside my house and I was peeping through the window and I saw her starting to leave. So I crept and followed her and didn't let her see me. Okay, and where did she go to? Well,
So I can see she didn't let her see you.
well, if she'd seen me, she wouldn't have led me to where the bike was. But because she didn't see me, she went down a little alleyway, round a corner, and there was my bike. And I followed her and I said, "Oi, you! That's my bike you've got there. What are you doing with it?" And she just laughed and ran away. So I did at least get my bike back. But don't you think that's a bit naughty, Judge?
No, I think it's funny.
Oh, Michelle says, what's happened to the Judge? Judge, it's not funny. What on earth's wrong with you? Are you feeling okay? I think the Judge must be unwell.
Why?
Because he wouldn't think that was funny. Somebody stealing a bike.
What do you think? Come over it.
He'd normally think that's against the law. So I don't really know why he's laughing so much. And I think we need to get a doctor. Come on, Judge, you need to see the doctor. You're obviously not very well.
I am well.
No, you wouldn't say that.
I would.
You wouldn't
Let's
say...
continue the case.
Well, there's nothing to continue if you think it's funny.
Let's continue it now.
Well, we're finished. What's to say? The girl stole the bike. Tigger knows it was her and you'll just think it's funny. What you should be saying to the girl is, that's very naughty and you must not do it again. Because if you do, then we will get the police involved. But no, you'll just think it's funny. So I don't know what to say.
Back to normal now, George. We can go back to normal.
Okay. Are you sure you're okay now?
Yes.
Right.
So do you go to George?
I think that Tigger is right. This little girl should not have taken his bicycle. She should not have hidden it. It's not a good thing to do. It's called being a thief. And if you carry on doing this, you will end up in trouble with the law. So I suggest you put a stop to it now, little girl, before things get out of hand.
I do put a stop to it. I'm not doing jokes. That's the jokes can I do.
Well, ones that don't involve stealing things.
What sort of jokes do you hear?
Well, you could get some water balloons and put them over the door, and when somebody opens it, they get a bit of water on them. That's not too bad. That's funny. I think Tigger would probably laugh at that. Would you? Yes. Oh, that's a good idea, Judge. I might do that. I might do it to Pooh Bear. I'm sure he'll find it very funny. Okay then. Is everybody happy? Yes, Judge.
Case dismissed. Missed.
Are these other people going to get back into their seats, Michelle?
Captain Hook. Jake. So Captain Hook, what's your program with Jake?
Oops.
Oops. So Captain Hook, what's your program with Jake?
Well, the problem is, I'm the pirate. I'm the very best pirate there is. And Jake thinks he's the best pirate. Jake and the Neverland Pirates. He's pinching my name. I have the Neverland people. And I'm the best pirate ever. And who does this young person think he is to be telling me he's the best pirate on the seas?
Jake of the Megaland Pirates.
And me.
It's a program.
Yes, it's just a programme. It's not a real thing, you know, Captain.
It is a real thing.
Are you sure, Judge? I've seen it all the time. He's always going looking for treasure with Cubby. Who's Cubby? I'm not sure, Judge, but I hear him mention that name a lot. And I'm getting a bit fed up of him. Well, see, I think, Captain Hook, you're just a little bit jealous. You've been around a very long time. And Jake is quite new to this pirate thing. Aren't you, Jake? Yes, Judge. And we're not really competing with Mr. Hook. Captain to you. Okay. Well, we're just having a bit of fun on a programme. I'm not really going out looking for treasure and things.
He is.
Yes, but only for the programme. I don't do it real.
Who does do it real?
Captain Hook.
I do it real.
Right, well, you need to stay out of Captain Hook's way then. He's been here a long time sailing these seas. So if you want to go out sailing, try not to go in the same place as Captain Hook is. There's lots of sea, I'm sure you can avoid him.
I do I could avoid him.
Well, you don't need to be sailing and following him around, do you? Suppose not. You're right, the sea's very big. Lots of oceans, lots of space. I'll try to keep out of your way, Captain Hook. About time. Show a bit of respect for a very old, very famous captain.
I just think more. I just think him to go to him. What do you do to him, Jake?
I've been following the captain because if I tell you the real truth, I quite admire Captain Hook. He's very famous and he's a very, very good pirate. Ooh, thank you, Jake, says the captain. Right, I might tell Mr. Smee to invite you on board my ship, and then you can come and have a little sail with us and see what it's like to be a real pirate. Wow, thanks a lot, Captain Hook. Well, that sounds like a very good outcome, says the judge. What are you doing, Jake? Please behave.
What's he doing?
I think Jake should be grateful the captain's offered him the chance to go on his ship, and he should stop messing about and leave my court.
What's he doing?
He's pushing the desk all over and he's taking Michelle with him and Daisy.
What are you doing?
This is not good.
What should you do to him?
I think Captain Hook, I wouldn't let him come on my ship. He's obviously very mischievous and naughty.
So after we get a crazy road.
Well, if I had a policeman in the court, I would tell him to arrest you. But unfortunately, we seem to be missing a policeman.
Arrest who? Who was he going to arrest? Who was he going to arrest?
Jake.
So if we do a Jake Roberts or crazy man.
Well, we just need Jake to behave.
His behaviour is to still take him.
Well, he needs to get away from my court, or I will ring the police station for reinforcements.
What does that mean, reinforcement?
Some extra police to come and get him.
He's still having Daisy and Michelle around. You him.
I think it's about time our policeman came back to the court.
So what has Jake done? What has Jake done with Daisy
I
and
don't
Michelle?
know.
Do
What has he
him
done?
good.
I can't see. He's taken them away.
Is your desk missing?
I think he's kidnapped them, yes. And stolen the desk.
And do him.
I think he wants arresting. I need Michelle back. I can't cope without Michelle.
So was it her fault she went?
No,
Whose fault was it she's not here?
that Jake.
What did he do?
He pushed them all away with the desk. I do hope they're not hurt.
Do him good.
I think this is a very sad state of affairs. We need the policeman. Where is he? Why doesn't he come back? He can't still be stuck in traffic, I don't believe it.
What did you go in for?
Because it's been ages and ages. We've done all these cases. How much time has it been since we started on these cases?
How long has it been?
I don't know. Have a look.
42 minutes.
Well, there you go. That's plenty of time for him to get here. I think he's just pretending he's stuck in traffic and he doesn't want to come.
What does he have, Ken?
Well, I think I'm going to call the police station and tell the sergeant that Constable, who should be in my court, is missing. And can they please find him and find out what's going on? Or if not, can they send me another policeman? Okay? And that's what we'll do then.
Will they get away with it?
No, I think if you want Captain Hook, you can go. You've done nothing wrong. You're just stood there, aren't you? You can go now. Thanks, Judge.
This case is...
We can't do a next case. I need my desk back first.
A lady and you going. So lady, what's your problem with this guy? Is he okay, Judge?
It doesn't look like it, does
Why
it?
not?
I've got no assistant. The little boy stood there with no desk. But
Good job.
we'll soldier on and try to get the case seen to. Right, lady, what's your problem with this little boy? This little boy is a very noisy little boy. He constantly kicks the football up against the wall, up against the wall, boom, 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 boom. Oh, you've got your your desk back, little boy. You can get up on your seat now.
Who's arrived?
It's the policeman. At last, where have you been?
What does he say?
I told you, Judge, I was stuck in traffic. It took me ages. I got through one lot of roadworks, and then I just turned the corner. Guess what? Some more. They're everywhere, Judge. They're all over the place with their stupid, silly traffic lights that take for ages and ages for you to get through them.
And so is everything back now?
Well, I don't know if they're finished or not. It might take me that long to get back home. But at least I'm here now. Right, okay then, lady. You were saying, this little boy keeps kicking his football near your house. Yes, Judge. Andy broke one of my windows. With the ball? Yes, with the ball. And I just want him to go and play in his own back garden.
So does everyone back now?
No, people are still not sat on their seats.
Who else is missing?
Oh, I haven't got an assistant yet. Where's Michelle? There you are, and Daisy's come with her. Right. I was just about to make a judgment on this case. Oh, what's been happening, Judge?
Did you see?
Well, what's been happening is this little boy keeps banging his football on the wall of this lady's house. And to top it all off, he broke a window. This is just not good enough, little boy.
Where have you two been?
We got accosted by Jake. It took us a long way away, Judge.
Where did you have Jake?
In Barnsley. And took forever. Can we just finish this case then? And then we can discuss everything. Right then.
So where's the courtroom?
So, little boy.
What place is a courtroom in?
Leeds.
Did you hear going?
I think, little boy, like the lady says, you've got a back garden you can play in. If you want to kick the ball against somebody's wall, kick it up your own house. And I'm sure after a while your mum will get fed up of hearing it. And then she might think, oh, let's buy him some little goalpost things with a net on. He can play with that in the garden.
What goalposts?
Well, everybody's got them. You can have them in your garden. It's like a net. And you can play and just keep kicking it into the net. But if not, then you just keep kicking it against the wall of your own house and not other people's. It's not fair. They don't want to be listening to that all day long.
So a case dismissed.
Yep.
We're going to talk over a case. How can we have to with two assistants?
I don't know how this came about, but anyway, we'll just carry on for today with two. But tomorrow I'm hoping Michelle will be here, bright and early and on time.
Yes, and do you have Daisy to be here again?
Not really, I don't need two.
I guess you have two assistants.
I don't, I just have Michelle.
How did you hear about her case, you two?
Well, the lady says, I'm quite happy. I do hope this little boy listens to what the judge has said. I never thought about saying, why don't you kick it on your own wall? And if he starts again, I'm going to go around and knock on the door and say to his mum, can you please stop your child from kicking his ball up against my wall all the time? And see what she has to say when he starts kicking it at her wall. What do you think, little boy? I don't think my mum will be very happy if I was doing that.
Why not?
Because it will get on her nerves then, won't it? I think I might ask her if she could buy me some of those nets you were talking about. Goal nets for in the garden.
I can't get us some as well for.
Because it's too noisy.
Okay.
Or
Okay,
maybe I could kick it against the fence in the back garden, the one that backs onto a field, and then it won't be annoying anybody. Yes, well, Michelle said that might be a very good idea. Okay then, you two, off you go.
Bye-bye.
Bye.